eventually was carried to the Heat bench. We're trying to get an update as they work on his right leg.
This is cramps, Mike. They're trying to get him.
Hey, what's up, peeps? Jazz Braganza here. Another episode of the What's Next. Happy Friday. Yes. End of the week doesn't mean the end of the stupidity and the ignorance. Enter one Lebroney James. Let's take a look. This comes out of Outkick. Out of bounds, Lebroney James, social unifier, mocks video of Kyle Rittenhouse's emotional testimony. The king of flops, LeBron James, came after Kyle Rittenhouse with a quoted tweet of the 18-year-old detailing the harrowing experience of the incident in Kenosha of 2020 August. On Wednesday, Rittenhouse provided his personal testimony of the evening that led to the fatal shooting of one Joseph Rosenbaum, yes, known pedophile, and of course, mentally, had issues. During the social justice riots of 2020, those lovely, peaceful protests, because of one, yes, that's right, because of the sudden passing of St. George Kirby. Rosenbaum was a local rioter with fatal intentions directed at then 17-year-old Rittenhouse, which led to the Antioch teen shooting Rosenbaum and two other rioters with his AR-15 when the trio attempted to attack. Quote, "I didn't do anything wrong. I defended myself," Rittenhouse noted in his defense, also stating he had no intention to shoot until the altercation was incited by the rioters. During the testimony, Rittenhouse was evidently emotional and troubled by the memory, catching his breath in between words as the account of shooting Rosenbaum and two other rioters haunted the teenager. Lebroney's tweet had no remorse for Rittenhouse, telling him to, quote, "knock it off," and accused the teenager of faking his emotional responses to resurface trauma. "What tears? I didn't see one. Man, knock it off. The boy ate some lemon heads before he walked into the court." Scorned, Rittenhouse has been widespread during the trial's hearings. Covering Wednesday's testimony, CNN contributor Jeffrey Toobin, yes, that same Jeffrey Toobin who basically pulled his pud, whacked off, yanked his Jimmy, whatever terminology you want to use, on a Zoom call. Wow, talk about having balls. Alluded to the Rittenhouse as an idiot for arriving at Kenosha scene with the AR-15 despite intentionally arming himself in defense as a teenager sought to provide aid during the night of rioting. See the FBI video where he clearly states, does anyone need any medical assistance? Outkick's Bobby Burrock allocated that the media's bias shown in their castigating of the innocent Rittenhouse while employing people connected to serious crime offenses. Always tweeting instead of leading, Lebroney James proved that the best humanitarian effort he's capable of providing is deactivating his social media. Only if it were true. Outkick Clay Travis called James out for his signature hypocritical humanitarianism. Hey, Lebroney, since you have time to make fun of a teenager at court, surely you have time to announce your support for human rights in China, right? I hate for you to keep shutting up and dribbling for Chairman Z. Nice. My thoughts. The fact of the matter is that once again, Lebroney James opened his mouth, shoves both legs down his throat. I don't know how the man breathes. The guy's an ass clown. He's an ass wipe. He's a pussy. And that's what he is. The fact of the matter is that for somebody who sat a few years ago, with his suit, nice tie, his nice bow tie, he had glasses on, he was in he sat across a commentator for CNN. It might have been Don Lemon, referring to Trump as a racist, because of social justice and these inequities of systematic racism. But just because you put on a pair of glasses doesn't mean you know everything. I know I don't. And I'll be the first one to tell you that. But Lebroney is, what are you going to do? I mean, the guy's been quiet for a while. So all of a sudden he decides to open his mouth and talk shit. But that's Lebroney James. And to quote one Laura Ingraham, Lebroney, just shut up and dribble. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Braganza. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.